Elizabeth Ekaite here. Welcome to e-Semplice, where music theory is simplified. This video is a grade 2 music theory video on minor scales. Question and answer. To aid your comprehension, please see our previous videos on Grade 1 harmonic minor scales, Grade 1 melodic minor scales. We shall consider examination questions from Muson exam November 2021, Muson exam May 2019, and Muson exam November 2017. This question is from Muson exam November 2021, and it says, using the stave below, write the harmonic minor scale of D. Do not use key signature, but remember to put all necessary accidentals. It is good practice for you to just highlight the requirements in the question. Let's go and just do that now. Now, the first requirement is that your scale should be D minor harmonic, and then you are not to use key signature but show the necessary accidentals. You are at liberty to write an ascending or descending scale. The question did not specify if it should be an ascending or descending, so the choice is yours. But for me in this question, I decide to write an ascending scale. Because I'm writing an ascending scale, my scale is going to go from 1 to 8. And it is a D minor harmonic scale. That means my first note will be on D. And from there I proceed to the second degree, third degree, fourth degree, fifth degree, sixth degree, seventh degree, and then the 8th degree. Next thing you do is add the key signature accidental of D minor. D minor is the relative minor of F major. So the key signature accidental is B flat. So you locate B and add a flat to B. Next, to reflect on the scale is the harmonic character. A scale is said to be harmonic when the 7th note is raised. So we need to raise the 7th note. And raising the 7th note simply means adding a sharp to it. With that, we have fulfilled all the conditions required by the question. We were not required to slur the semitones. But under the exam condition, if you slur, nothing is wrong with it, but just know there will be no marks assigned to your slurs because the slurs were not a requirement. Let's proceed to the next question. This question is from Muson exam November 2017. It says, write the required scale on the stave provided below. Use semi-briefs only. Prefix key signature and indicate semitones with slurs. It is standard practice that you highlight the requirements in the question. The first is already highlighted. You have to use semi-briefs only, then prefix key signature, indicate semitones with slurs, and it should be a G minor scale. descending. When you finish answering this question, come back to check that all these requirements are fulfilled. Now let's go on. First, this question does not specify if we are writing a harmonic scale, a melodic scale, or a natural minor scale. It just says G minor. So you are at liberty to write a harmonic G minor scale descending or a melodic G minor scale descending or a natural minor scale descending. But for this question, I choose to write the melodic form of the scale. Now let's go back to our question. We are to prefix key signature. So we prefix the key signature of G minor, which is B flat and E flat. You cannot be proficient in writing scales if you are not very familiar with the key signatures in grade 2. So I already know that G minor is the relative minor of B flat major, and both of them share the same key signature. That's why it's B flat and E flat. Now I'm writing a descending scale, so my numbering, my scale degrees will go from 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's a descending scale, descending from degrees 8 to 1. Now my scale is G minor. That means the first note is going to be G. Now this is a descending scale, so please choose a G position that will enable you to descend smoothly without having to use too many ledger lines. So for me, I decide to use the G position that is above the 5th line. So I'm going to put my first note on that G position, and from there I start descending. The 6th degree, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and the 1st degree. Now I'm done putting my notes. I started on G and I ended on G. Now the next thing from my requirement is that I need to make this scale a melodic minor scale. Because it is already descending in the melodic minor scale, you don't raise anything. You only lower the 6th and 7th degree when you have previously written the ascending scale. So whatever you did on the 6th and 7th degree in the ascending scale, by raising them, you now lower them in the descending scale. But now you didn't raise anything before, so our melodic scale is as good as it is. You are not raising the 6th and 7th note, and you are not you are just not doing anything to those two notes. So the next thing we need to do from the requirement is to show the semitones with slurs. And for a descending melodic scale, the slurs will be at degrees 6/5 and 3/2. So let's just go ahead and add our slurs. So that's the first slur, that's the second slur. If you check all the requirements, we have fulfilled it all. We have used semi-briefs, we have prefixed key signature, we have shown the semitones with slurs, and we have written a G minor descending scale melodic. This question is from Muson exam November 2017. Write the required scale on the stave provided below. Use semi-briefs only. Prefix key signature and indicate semitones with slurs. And the scale is a C minor ascending and descending scale. Now let's highlight the requirements. Use semi-briefs only, already highlighted. Prefix key signature, semitones with slurs, C minor scale, ascending and descending. Now from the question, we are not told we are not told the form of C minor to write. So that means you are at liberty to write C minor harmonic scale, ascending and descending, or you can write C minor natural scale, ascending and descending, or you can write C minor melodic scale, ascending and descending. For this question, I choose to write melodic scale. So we'll be writing C minor melodic scale, ascending and descending. Now we are to prefix key signature, so that's where we are starting from. The key signature of C minor is B flat, E flat and A flat. And our scale, remember you are writing an ascending and descending scale, so spread your notes on the stave neatly. So we are starting from C, and I prefer to start from this C position, the second space of the bass stave. This is a combination of ascending, so when you get to 8 you start descending. So let's go. That's C. You just follow till you get to the 8th degree. That's a C. Then you start descending again. Do not omit any line or space, else you won't land on a C. Now we've gotten to the first degree of the descending scale, and it is a C. I started with C, then C up, then C down. So what makes a scale melodic? In the ascending scale, because I'm writing a melodic scale, I'm going to raise the 6th and 7th degrees, or the 6th and 7th notes. Now watch out that 6th degree is A flat. A is flattened in the key signature, so that is A flat. So if I raise A flat, I'm going to have ordinary A. But because there is a flat on A in the key signature, all I need to do to have an A is to add a natural sign to that note, because that natural sign will exempt that note from the key signature accidental. Now I'll also raise the 7th degree. The 7th degree is B, but there is a flat on B in the key signature, so that's actually B flat. So if I raise B flat, I'm going to have ordinary B. So that means I'm going to add another natural sign to that particular note. And on the descending scale, the 6th and 7th notes are to be lowered. That is, I just take away whatever I did going up in the ascending scale. So I take away the natural signs. So the notes return to B flat and A flat. So with that, now what's remaining? We need to slow the semitones. In an ascending melodic scale, the slurs will be at degrees 2/3. Let's just go ahead and add the slur immediately. Then 7/8. Let's add the slur on that. In the descending scale, the slurs are at 6/5. Let's add our slur. Then 3/2. Let's add our slur. And we have fulfilled all the conditions required for this question. So that's how to answer a question like this. Now the next question is from Muzon exam May 2019, and it says write the named scale on the stave provided below indicates semitones with slurs. That is, it should be a B minor harmonic descending scale with key signature, and then you are given a reading to use. So let's highlight the requirements. I'm going to show semitones with slurs, and it should be a B minor scale. It should be a harmonic scale of B minor. The scale should be a descending scale, and then I should write with key signature, and then I'm given a reading to use. In this case, do not go just writing your scale with semi-braves. You are given a reading, stick to the reading given. Now let's go and try to answer this question in case this type shows up in your next exam. So here let's insert, okay, let's add the key signature first, because we have to show the key signature first. The key signature of B minor. B minor is the relative minor of D major. So we are going to have F sharp and C sharp. Then put in the time signature 3/4 time. Now we need to start. Remember, your first note should be on a B position, and it is a descending scale, so look for a B position that will enable you to descend without having to use too many ledger lines. I'm going to choose this upper B position, the B above the 5th line, the B above line 5, and that is this B. But then it is a descending scale. Always show the degrees of the scale so that you don't make a mistake. It's a descending scale, so we are going from 8 to 1. So let's add the note. The first note there is a dotted crochet, and it should be at the B position above line 5. Remember, above line 5, the stem of your note should stick down. So my dotted crochet is going to be placed that way. The next note is a quiver, and it will be on line 5. The next note is a crochet. It would be on the 4th space. Now the next thing, just follow the rhythm as given. The next thing is the bar line. The next note will be on line 4. Ensure you do not omit any line or space, else you are not going to land on B. Now the next note is a minim. It is still above the middle line, so the stem is still sticking down. The next note is a crochet, still above line 3. The stem still comes down the bar line. The next note is a crochet. Now on line 3, my crochet sticks down. It could be up, it could be down, but I choose to stick it down. The next note is a minim, and it's going to be on the 2nd space. This time it is below line 3, so the stem goes up. Bar line, the last note is a dotted minim, and it's going to be on line 2. Now if you check out that line 2, you'll see it is another B. I started from B, I descended until I got to another B. Now I've utilized the rhythm given, but this is a minor scale and harmonic. Remember, in a harmonic scale, ascending or descending, the seventh note must be raised. So we are raising the seventh note by adding a sharp to the seventh note. That makes it harmonic. The next thing now is to show semitones with slurs. This is a harmonic scale and it is a descending scale. So the slurs will be at 8/7, you add a slur, 6/5, you add a slur, 3/2, you add a slur. Looking at it, we have fulfilled all the conditions required. Practice this style more in case you find it in the exam. Know when your stem should stick up and when it should stick down. Now the last, if I'm not mistaken, the Muson May 2019. Write the named scale on the stave provided below indicates semitones with slurs. Let's just go ahead and highlight the requirements. We are going to show semitones with slurs. It should be a C minor, a harmonic scale, an ascending, this time without key signature. So please note, you are not to show the key signature at the beginning. Now, an ascending scale should go from 1 to 8. And then my first note will be on C. I'm ascending. So I will ascend till I get to another C. Now I'm at the upper C now. I need to first add the key signature accidentals of C minor, and that is B flat, E flat, and A flat. Good. Next thing, a harmonic minor scale must have the seventh note raised. So if I raise this seventh note, which is B flat, B will lose its flat. So there's no longer B flat. Now the next thing is showing the semitones with slurs. This is a harmonic scale, so the slurs will be at 2/3, you add a slur, 5/6, you add a slur, 7/8, you add a slur. And with that, we have fulfilled all the conditions. Best of luck in your examination. If you have not already subscribed to e-Semplice YouTube channel, please kindly do. And hit the notification button so you get alerted when new videos are posted. Many thanks for watching.